I'm trying to process the best I can. You know how it is. I'm just still fucking stewing about that stupid fucking judge. Stupid. I mean, it wouldn't matter if I got a lawyer. What part of the 14th Amendment would be relative to the situation if I didn't know the words, the judge knew the words, or the public attorney knew the words, that the judge won't do their job, Maduros, and respect the duty for Oppenheimer here to pull out their multi-form hands and be like, hey kid, that's not right. You're not right in the standpoint, you shouldn't have done that. I should have absolutely done that. They denied me of entry and then retaliated against me after I peacefully protested them, and then had the fucking balls to come at me after I was out there protesting and have me arrested in my house, take my guns, bar me from being able to go to community meetings, especially when I was hot with the situation. Right? Of course I was going to go to those meetings. That's what I was talking about. I'd been posting information about it for weeks and months prior to this about what these kinds of structures were supposed to reference in terms of actually turning them into wave functions. Now, I can't do that here. I don't have any real information. It works great to build out the bones and reference the situation, but if you don't have any real information to D&D here, this cop, that fucking piece of shit judge, their public attorney, the ADA inside of the situation, reading it like a deposition, a discovery, or the scope of a scientific experiment here in methodology, what is it, convention, so you got minting a Bitcoin here to just the key points that are a better photon or a ball wave that describes the situation, and I can't even get them to give me the discovery. You had me for you first you tried to give me some bullshit that I would get this trial, but you wanted to avoid it. I mean, it's just no matter what what would a lawyer say here that would now convince the judge to change their opinion? And why is this a pay-to-play process when it doesn't matter? And at the end of the day, I'm not going to accept a dismissal. I want the acquittal based on the jury of my peers, so that way it's not just left up to this prick of a fucking judge to make that ruling. That was the whole point. Make them go to the stand, answer for what they say, present to me with what they think I am at the state level, because what are you going to tell me? Oh, I can't know the things that you say about me because you're worried about some reasoning that I'll say it? Well, Jesus, how the fuck am I ever supposed to fix myself? And what information, a hearsay, do you have on me that you think is so fucking relative to the scope of the situation that I wouldn't be privy to fucking understand I was me? What the fuck do you think I did? Grew some pot? Got busted? The superintendent, the waste management guy at the time's fucking drug addict fucking son to come on my property in the middle of the night, fucking steal my shit? I tried to do my best to keep it in my own fucking yard. I've never been a problem in my town. I never even met those assholes up until that day. What the fuck? And I can't even use any of the scope for the material about what this is, but they get to make sure I deny a trial inside of the situation? What's so wrong with me presenting my case to 12 people? What's so wrong with having them make the determination and then it's done with the system? You don't have to worry about the appeal it on the judge or any of this other bullshit. And again, I'll follow the bureaucratic bullshit. And I'm gonna sue the piss out of this system. One, just to take it away from them. Two, I'll restructure and do what I want with it as far as donations and what I think camera gears or equipment is going to be necessary for certain hubs around here after I've cracked open the treasure chest. And that's mine to determine now. Right? They had the opportunity to bring me in for a highway control technician for $15 part-time minimum wage and give me some skills and application. They had the time in the past to make me that water treatment when they tried to do that same bullshit with the jobs. First they'll say it's in the newspaper, then they'll have the funding go through the system, and then they'll shut down the job and make sure nobody else gets it inside the area. And they've done it to me before. I can't say past those incidents, but it would make more sense now about thinking about all the times I've applied to those places and done those things. Why? I never stepped on, I never stole from any fucking bosses. Just because I told them to go fuck themselves over there at Schaefer's and Johnson and Rhodes and Tompkins and all those other assholes. I can't do that shit for 15. I couldn't do it for 18 burning rock like that. So I'm sure the fuck not going to take it from somebody that couldn't even do the job in front of me. Like I'm supposed to associate Barr with God level fucking standards, but I can't fire them, get them in trouble or anything when they just straight lie to your face on the fucking testimony? Transcript? Come on, that's absolutely ridiculous.